Welcome back. You're watching Bottom Line. Well, the row over the newly inaugurated privately run Miya Museum continues to get bigger in the stage, with alleged terror links of the founders of the museum coming to the fore. Also in the dock in the case is a leader of the Aam Aadmi Party's Assam unit. The controversy grew bigger when arrested jihadis in custody of Nalbari police claimed that two members of the Assam Miya Parishad had been in contact with them. The revelation was made by jihadi elements identified as Zubair Hussain and Abu Rahman and Haider Ali, who were only arrested last week. And following this revelation, Nalbari police called in the Miya Parishad leaders for questioning. And of course, it has definitely turned political, very political. The BJP, of course, questioning the opening, the inauguration of the Miya Museum, which has been sealed now. And of course, the Congress and the AIUDF pointing fingers at the BJP, the Congress, the APCC president saying that it is the handiwork of the BJP and the RSS. The AIUDF in the meantime is questioning the arrests made in the case, and definitely it is erupted in a big controversy as far as Assam is concerned. To discuss the issue, I am being joined by Ratna Singh of Assam BJP. Welcome, ma'am, to Bottom Line. I also have with me Mr. Naseem Ahmed, is the president of UDSF, the youth wing of AIUDF. Ritam Singh of Aam Aadmi Party is also with us, spokesperson Aam Aadmi Party, and from Delhi I am being joined by Avna Borbara, political analyst. Coming to you, Ms. Ratna Singh first, big controversy, and this is something probably, if we go by what have the developments in the last 16 hours or so, we cannot probably take it lightly. Now, possible terror links emerging, we are still to questioning is going on, but definitely three jihadi suspected jihadi elements arrested last week are claiming that they may have been in touch with the Miya Parishad leaders. So this is not funny anymore, isn't it?
Right now, first and foremost, a big namaskar to all your audience across the Northeast. Today, the issue which has arisen is very important about the museum, the Miya Museum. In fact, I just want to start a particular thing, entire discussion on just a small definition, which has like derived from the International Museum Council. There is 2022. They had a meeting in August month in the Czech Republic, and as per them, the entire definition of the museum, and they had given a definition of the museum. And the museum is, as per the definition, it says that, give me a time to speak on it, a museum is a not-for-profit permanent institution in the service of society that researches, collects, conserves, interprets and exhibits tangible and intangible heritage, open to the public, accessible, inclusive museums, foster diversity and sustainability. They operate and communicate ethically, professionally, ethnically, and with the participation of communities, offering varied experiences for education, enjoyment, reflection and knowledge sharing. Now let's start the thing, Till yesterday things were like, what is the basis of this Miya Museum? Do we have any ethnic community called Miya? Today in Assam, everything that belongs is Assamiya, everything, entire umbrella is of Ahomiya. So now what is Miya? There is nothing called ethnic community. Definitely, we are not saying that you cannot open a museum. But what is the research? What is the historical connection? What is the historical research that has been done to open this museum? Whatever things and property which has been given, put in, for viewing and for the people to see it, those are the things which belong to the Assamese community, the ethnic community, and in fact, the son of the soil. The very important word within quotes I want to say, son of the soil. Now, where this ethnic community, the migrated people from the East Bengal, coming to India and opening a museum for themselves, they are not the son of the soil. They are not ethnic community. Do we have any ethnic community with the word Miya? I am sorry to say there is no. So right now, forming a museum, there is no problem in making a museum. Make it. But when you are stealing the property of the Assamese community and you are opening a museum and telling them with a different name, categorizing them with a different name, definitely it doesn't sound pleasant, and it is not good for the entire, you can say the tradition, culture, age-old tradition of the Assamese community. So this is something which is not good, and now you have yourself told that this entire Miya, the Miya Museum and all those things which has come into existence right now, many new things are coming up. Now new things will be coming from this basket of Miya Museum. People are linked to jihadis. People are linked to PFIs. My God, I was not, I was really thinking. And today in the afternoon, someone was telling me before this news came out that, madam, just see, there will be some jihadis also. And I was really, think about it. But the moment when you told and I heard a news, it's not a big surprise. It's alleged. Definitely alleged. Investigation is going on. But what I want to say, things which belong to the son of the soil, anything that is Assamese, anything which belongs to Ahomia, Janjati and community will be held in any museum. No problem with opening a museum, but it must belong to the son of the soil.
Avina Borbora, well, do you also have problems with the term Miya Museum?
See, the position that I would be taking on this issue, it is actually driven by the position of the political parties themselves. Now, if you look at what BJP is saying, I think it is also holding a position that is consistent with the way it stood for regarding the entire issue of Mia poetry, and also the question of whether BJP sees Miyas as a distinct community or not. The issue is that in Assam's politics, it could be the BJP as well as the nationalist political groups. For them, the Mia, the distinctive socio-cultural group, does not exist. On the other hand, the Miyas, Mia Porikhas, for the Miyas, they would like to assert themselves as a distinctive community. Now, if you look at how historically the community has themselves behaved, at one point of time, they themselves actually subsumed their Bengali identity within the larger fabric of the Assamese linguistic identity, when they actually returned Assamese in the early census that took place. So the community themselves actually undermined their or subsumed their larger linguistic or socio-cultural differences and wanted to become integrated into the larger Assamese society. And in a way, what the BJP is now saying flows from such kind of a development in the past, or it is also similar to how even the subnationalist political groups or the regional political groups would actually react to it, whereby the main root question is, do the social group that we are talking about, do they have a distinctive identity? And I think this is a very political question. There is no right or wrong to this question. And in Assam's politics, on one side of the spectrum, the BJP as well as the regional groups, they would say that no, this social group does not have a separate identity as opposed to the Assamese, and this is what the chief minister had also meant, and he was consistent with his position. He was consistent with his position even regarding Miya poetry. To Miya Museum, he has been consistent. And now, if you ask the opposition, and especially new emerging Miya social groups, the new emerging Miya intelligentsia as well, they are beginning to actually move away from the position that their predecessors had taken in the 1950s and 60s, whereby they tried to actually subsume themselves within the larger fabric of the Assamese society. Now they are actually trying to assert a more distinctive identity. So I think from where I look at it, it's a political question that does not actually have a right or a wrong position.
Absolutely. That's in fact very well put. Naseem Ahmed, any such controversy, ऐसा कोई भी controversy होता है, it turns political. This is what has happened here also. The AIUDF is questioning the arrests. अरेस्ट को क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे देखिए, सबसे पहले ये क्लैरिफाई करना ज़रूरी है कि किसी को म्यूज़ियम खोलने के लिए अरेस्ट नहीं किया गया है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, nobody has been arrested for inaugurating a museum. Let's make it very clear. None of the houses are demolished because the government,
no problem with
government
opening
feels
also.
like, the government feels like it doesn't happen that way. टेरर लिंक्स जो है प्रूव हो रहे हैं. एक जो स्कीम, सेंट्रल स्कीम के तहत एक बिल्डिंग बनाया गया था, इट वाज मेड, which has been used to house this museum. So these are some of the things, but the AIUDF is questioning these arrests. आपका क्या कहना है?
देखिए, ये आज 2 दिन से जो मीडिया की तरफ से जो चल रहा है, ग्वालपारा ज़िला में जो मिया म्यूज़ियम के बात पर जो बात चल रहा है, पहला बात ये है कि अगर कोई पब्लिक इंटरेस्टेड कोई किया जाए तो इसके लिए कोई रूल रेगुलेशन चाहिए. पहले ये जो म्यूज़ियम उन्होंने यहाँ स्थापित किया है, इसका कोई गवर्नमेंट का कोई ऑर्डर नहीं, या इस बारे में जो जो करना है इसमें तो हम लोगों ने कुछ भी नहीं सुना। जस्ट हम लोगों ने देखा कि एक मीटिंग हुआ है और इसमें एक म्यूज़ियम खुल दे। म्यूज़ियम तो ऐसा कोई नहीं है कि इसे जैसा जिसको चाहे वो भी खुल दे, ऐसा तो कोई बात
तो
नहीं।
क्या आपको भी लगता है ये पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है?
हाँ, ये ज़रूर पॉलिटिकल।
लेकिन आपकी पार्टी कह रही है कि ये जो है ये अरेस्ट जो है, जो ये अरेस्ट किए हैं, ये जस्टिफाइड नहीं है।
हाँ देखिए, ये अरेस्ट तो पुलिस हर किसी को कर सकता है, पूछताछ के लिए किसी को कर सकता है, लेकिन हमने जो देखा है टीवी पर, अरेस्ट करके जो उन लोगों को जो टर्चर कर रहा है ये ठीक नहीं हुआ है। उन लोगों को बुलाओ, बातचीत करो, क्या हुआ है, किस लिए खुला है, इस पर क्या किया जाए, इस पर बात करें। लेकिन इन लोगों को अरेस्ट करके उन लोगों को जिहादी लिंक डाल दिया, ये भी तो ठीक नहीं है।
कह रहे हैं कि जिहादी लिंक डाल दिया, जिहादी लिंक डाला नहीं गया है, ये जो है एक कन्फेशन है जो ऑलरेडी अरेस्ट हुए थे।
हम लोगों ने देखा कि ये अरेस्ट करने के बाद उन लोगों ने बोल दिया कि उन लोगों के जिहादी के कुछ लिंक है। इस बारे में भी मीडिया में बातचीत हुई, लेकिन हम बोल रहे हैं कि अगर इस बात पर बुलाया गया तो बातचीत करो, इसलिए
जिहादी लिंक डाल दिया गया कहा जा रहा है। सिंह जी, क्या कहना चाहेंगे
मैं
आप?
सरप्राइज नहीं हूँ इनके इन वक्तव्य से, इनके इस मंतव्य से मैं सरप्राइज नहीं हूँ, ना ही मैं आश्चर्यचकित हूँ, ना मुझे कुछ एक भी मतलब मैं नहीं सोच रही कोई डाउट्स भी है, क्योंकि इनके मुख से यही निकलना था कि जिहादी उनको डाल दिया गया है। अरे इनको ये नहीं पता है कि वही लोग, कुछ लोग अरेस्ट हुए थे, कुछ लोग उन्होंने इंटरोगेशन में उन्होंने इनका नाम बोला है। पुलिस को कोई शौक नहीं है, सरकार को कोई शौक नहीं है कि किसी को उठा के जेल में डाल दे। भाई किसी के पीछे कुछ एक गवाह है, किसी के पीछे कुछ एविडेंस मिला है, तभी इंटरोगेशन के लिए रखा गया है। सर सुन लीजिए बात को, आपने कहा है कि डाल दिया गया है। आप भी जानते हैं कानून कोई चीज होती है सर। जो लोग पकड़े गए थे, वो लोग जो पहले कुछ दिन पकड़े गए थे, उन लोगों ने ही इनका नाम लिया है और नाम के बाकायदे पुलिस इनको लेकर गई है, इंटरोगेशन हो रहा है। और ज्यादा नहीं, मैं भी कुछ एक अपना बोल सकती हूँ, मंतव्य देने के लिए तो सभी फ्रीडम में आजाद हैं, इस देश में आजाद है। मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि आने वाले दिन में उन पे डाला गया है और वो प्रूव हो जाएगा कि वो जिहादी है। रही बात म्यूजियम, मैंने पहले भी बोला है कि सरकार को आपत्ति नहीं है म्यूजियम से। हम देखेंगे कानून के इस दायरे में बहुत सारे म्यूजियम बन सकते हैं, लेकिन म्यूजियम की परिभाषा होनी चाहिए और म्यूजियम का तथ्य होना पड़ेगा। आप कोई भी चीज को, किसी की प्रॉपर्टी उठाकर अपना बना लोगे, अरे भाई ये तो मेरा है, आपने अपना नाम लगा दिया, ये मेरा नांगल है, इसको कुछ और बोलते हैं, अरे ये हमारी कुछ और चीज है। फिशिंग कम्युनिटी असम की, ग्वालपाड़ा की फिशिंग कम्युनिटी के चीजों को आप अपना बना के, अरे आपके बांग्लादेश में धरोहर होगा, वो चीज उनके नाम होंगे, वो बनाइए, कोई आपत्ति नहीं है। पर भारत में रह के, असम में रह के असमिया चीजों को, असमिया की संस्कृति को, असमिया की देसी, असमिया की जमीन से जुड़ी हुई चीजों को, हमारी तहजीब की चीजों को, हमारी सांस्कृतिक चीजों को आप अपना बनाकर अपना बोलोगे कि भाई ये मियां है, हम तो नहीं मानेंगे इस चीजों को। क्योंकि हम बोलते हैं पहली बात कि भाई ऐसी बात नहीं, आप म्यूजियम नहीं खोलेंगे, लेकिन चीजों को चुराना नहीं है। दूसरों की चीजों को चुराकर अपना बनाकर अपना नाम लगाओगे, ये तो सख्त अब बोला जाएगा कि ये आप जिस जमीन पे रह रहे हो उस जमीन के साथ नाइंसाफी है। बोला जाएगा कि जिस हम थाली में खा रहे हैं उसी में हम छेद कर रहे हैं। इसकी संस्कृति के प्रति, असम की संस्कृति के प्रति हमारा समर्पण होना पड़ेगा। आज असम में बाहर से लोग आए हैं, सभी लोग अपना म्यूजियम बनाने लगेंगे तो असम में क्या रहेगी? एक असम की संस्कृति, जो भी असमिया है उसे हमें मानना है और उस संस्कृति को हमें आगे बढ़ाना है, ना कि हम इसको बोलेंगे ये नेपाली का चीज है, असमिया संस्कृति जो चीज है हिंदी भाषी का है। अरे सब मिलकर असमिया है और असम को आगे बढ़ाना है। म्यूजियम बनाने से कोई आपत्ति नहीं है और ना ही उसमें जिहादियों का लिंक होना चाहिए। यदि है तो वो जेल के पीछे जाएंगे। म्यूजियम खोलो भाई, कोई आपत्ति नहीं है, बट असम की चीजें, असम की संस्कृति की चीजें, असम के धरोहर की चीजों को आप अपना बना के बोलोगे। आपकी लुंगी हो सकती है अपनी होगी, लेकिन और भी कोई चीजों को आप, मजाल है कि उसको आप दूसरे चीजों में बना सके, ये गलत बात होगा। हमारी असम की संस्कृति का पहचान हम लोग को उसको प्रोटेक्ट करना पड़ेगा।
हाँ देखिए मैडम जी, आपने जिस तरह बोल रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है कि हम लोग इसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
नहीं, सपोर्ट की बात नहीं है, मैं आपको नहीं बोल रही, मैं आपको नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैं बात को बता रही हूँ। आपने जो बात बोला था कि जिहादी उन पर डाल दिया गया है, इस बात पर लेकर मैं बोल रही हूँ, और बाकी चीजें मैं आपको नहीं बोल रही हूँ।
देखिए मैं आपको इस तरह बोल रहा हूँ कि ये जिस सिलसिले में उन लोगों को अरेस्ट किया गया, इन पर बात करो। लेकिन जब भी हम देखते हैं आसाम में जब बीजेपी सरकार आए हैं, तब से हम जब इसको देख रहा है कि हम लोगों के ऊपर जब एक्शन लिया जाता है, किसी के ऊपर जो भी हो मुद्दा, अरेस्ट होते ही किसी ना किसी एक पॉइंट लगा दिया जाता है। इस बारे में मैंने
गैर कानूनी नहीं लगता है सर?
नहीं, देखिए
भैया आप बताइए, गैर कानूनी कोई चीजें
आपने
होती
देखा
हैं?
पहले
कानूनी
कुछ दिन पहले
कानूनी होती,
मदरसा
कानून के दायरे में, कानून के दायरे। अरे मदरसा में यदि जिहादी, आप भी मानेंगे ना देश के अगेंस्ट, आप भी मानेंगे ना? आप असम में रहते हैं, आप मेरे बात, आप असम में रहते हैं ना? यदि असम की जमीन के साथ, असम की जो सांस्कृतिक है, असम का जो सिक्योरिटी है, उसके साथ यदि कोई खिलवाड़ होगा, यदि वो मदरसा में हो, सुनिए, यदि वो मदरसा में होता है,
कोई खिलवाड़ करेगा, हम
यदि
कभी
वो
नहीं
मदरसा
मानेंगे।
में होता है तो उसको तो हमें ढाना पड़ेगा ना, उसको डिमोलिश करना पड़ेगा, अरेस्ट करना पड़ेगा।
मैंने आपको ये बोलना चाहता हूं कि जब अरेस्ट किया उन लोगों को छोड़ ही दिया, क्योंकि उन लोगों को जिहादी के लिंक पर कोई नहीं मिला,
बेल मिला होगा तब ना छोड़ा गया होगा। केस तो चलेगी सर,
हाँ,
केस तो बनेगी ना, केस तो
चल रहा
नहीं है,
लेकिन ये जो होता है
सर,
ये जो होता है
इसलिए चले गए,
ये जो होता है ये ठीक नहीं है। मैंने सिर्फ यही बोला।
आपके
बात
ठीक
आई
और
दूसरी
मेरे
बात,
ठीक बोलने से नहीं होगा सर।
नहीं।
जो कानूनी है वो प्रक्रिया सरकार करती है, और सरकार किसी के साथ पर्सनल वेंडिक्टिव मोड पे या वेंडेटा लेकर कोई काम नहीं करती है। जो गलत है, असम की सुरक्षा के लिए जो भी जरूरत होगा, भारत की सुरक्षा के लिए जो भी जरूरत होगा, सरकार और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन करेगी। कोई गैर कानूनी काम नहीं है।
इस आसाम को सुरक्षित के लिए, इस भारत
आप
को
लोग
सुरक्षित
आगे
के
बढ़
लिए
के आना चाहिए।
हम लोग आगे हैं हर बात पर। आसाम का
आपको
कोई
सलाम
नुकसान ना हो,
आपको सलाम।
आसाम का कोई नुकसान ना हो, भारत का कोई नुकसान ना हो। किसके? इसलिए कि इस भारत को आज जो हम लोगों को मिला है, जो गणतंत्र मिला है हम लोगों को, इसको इंग्रज के हाथों से लेने के लिए जितना कोशिश आप लोगों का है, इतना कोशिश हम लोगों का है। इस भारत को किसी ने, इस भारत को किसी ने बुरी नजर से, किसी
नहीं करना है।
मैडम सुनिए, इस भारत को किसी ने बुरा अंगल से दिखाए तो हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे, क्योंकि ये भारत हमारा है। ये भारत को इस तरह जो
मैं आपसे आपसे एक बात करना चाहूंगी।
He is not supporting
इस
them.
मंच से मैं
ये
बात
support
करना
नहीं कर रहे
चाहूंगी।
उनको।
आप जो बोल रहे हैं, ये जो बात बोले हैं आप, बहुत बड़ी बात बोले हैं। आज यदि मदरसा में कोई गलत यदि इंसान जाकर यदि हमारे मुसलमान समाज को बदनाम कर रहा है, देश को असुरक्षित कर रहा है, असम को असुरक्षित कर रहा है, उसके अगेंस्ट आप लोग खड़े होंगे या हो रहे हैं, मैं आप लोग को सलाम करती हूँ। उसी तरह से ये जो मिया म्यूजियम के आप साथ में बोल रही हूँ, आप साथ नहीं दे रहे, उनका सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे, हम लोग भी सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे। इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप यदि हमारे साथ AIUDF और आपकी जो संस्था है जो भी है, वो मिलकर यदि कहती है कि वो गलत कर रहे हैं, असम की संस्कृति के साथ छेड़ाखानी नहीं होनी चाहिए, इसका मैं स्वागत करती हूँ।
दूसरी बात
I'll just quickly take a reaction from Ritam Singh of Aam Aadmi Party. Well, Ritam, one of your leaders, AAP leaders, who inaugurated the museum. Okay.
First and foremost, I would like to tell that this is a misinformation right now, that Mr. Tanukumar Dhanukia was an AAP member.
Dhanukia?
No, Dhadumia. Sorry, Dhadumia. So Mr. Dhadumia, on 13th of March, he took a position as the Namrup Municipal Coordinator during the civic elections. That was a probationary position which was given to him. On 4th of August 2022, he joined Raizar Dal in the presence of Mr. Akhil Gogoi. There are pictures in social media right now running which have been viral, which shows that Raizar Dal had incorporated the said person into their party. So this is a big misinformation which is being spread out there. The issue I want to focus is, just like AIUDF, Raizar Dal is the B team of BJP. How? By doing the AIUDF politics in Assam, they have bifurcated the Muslim votes and created division between the Khilonjia Khomia and the Muslim. Similarly, within the Khilonjia group, by imposing this Raizar Dal right now, what they are trying to create is a diversion between the two issues. Another thing I want to focus
So indirectly you are blaming the BJP for...
This is the joining.
Yes.
But there is another picture I can show.
This is the Aam Aadmi pad. I think this is a, can you zoom in and show it? This is the Aam Aadmi. I have got a pad on this written as Aam Aadmi Party pad. It is written that we are pleased to announce that Mr. Tanu Kumar Dadumia is appointed as the municipal coordinator of Namrup Municipal, and copy has been given, and I think Dr. Bhavin Chaudhary's signature is there.
Yeah.
And this is, I have received something. Is it there? Is it wrong? This one is wrong.
Yes, because on Jatiya Yuva Bahini, which is a sister organization of
Can anyone enlarge focus in this letter on the pad of the Aam Aadmi Party?
You can see over
Sabot,
here.
etu alop zoom kori dibo paribo niki etu letter to?
Okay, we will play that letter. We will show that letter.
Zoom kori dile ei letter khini pad ot dekhuwa hoise. দাদু মিয়াজি তেওঁ কোঅর্ডিনেটর হয় এই আম আদমি পার্টির প্যাডত আছে আৰু ভবেন চৌধুৰীজি এটোৰ ওপৰত সিগনেচাৰ আছে আৰু সিল আৰু প্যাড আছে আম আদমি পার্টিৰ বুলে তেওঁ নহয় এতিয়া বৰ্তমান যিমান দূৰলে মই জানো এটোটো পাইছিলো
ৰাইজৰ দল নিজে দিছে যে তেওঁ আপোনাৰ জয়েন কৰিছে অখিল গগৈ প্ৰেজেন্সত দেয়াৰ ইজ আ পিকচাৰ উইথ অখিল গগৈ
So the Aam Aadmi Party,
yes, he is a part.
Aam Aadmi Party.
And another issue I want to focus on, when the debate should be whether in APSC, when this same government has denounced Assamese language, when in All India Radio Dibrugarh they have denounced Assamese language, now suddenly out of nowhere to suppress the main issue of concern, they have raised this bogus issue. Bogus issue, why? Because it is a
How
case
is it a
of,
bogus issue?
Because it's a case of a museum.
How is it a bogus issue?
Now
Is
let me
jihadi
explain.
link
My
a
God, it's
bogus
such a
issue
big
to
thing.
you?
Bogus
Is terror
issue?
a bogus issue?
No.
Is
That's
it
the
a bogus
question.
issue? This
It's
is
not,
the
it's
version
not.
of the spokesperson
No,
of Aam
because-
Aadmi
because
Party.
UAPA
Security
allegation.
of the country, security
No,
of
it's
the
not a
state
question
is a
of-
bogus
it's a-
issue.
it's a question
Somebody
of
is linked with
museum.
jihad and PFI and other people.
No.
Somebody is linking has been raised. A question mark is there. You're
No,
telling a
because
bogus
when you're-
issue.
when
My
you're
God,
opening a
Aam Aadmi
museum-
Party people must see their role. You know, they consider
Because-
the security issue as a bogus issue.
bogus.
I'm surprised to
That's
see
something else,
Aam
sir.
Aadmi Party
What
considers
happened-
themselves
the
so
thing is,
big,
BJP
but they're
is
considering
all
it to a
ministers,
bogus
they're
issue.
causing terror
I'm
issues.
really
BJP is
surprised
all-
by this
Okay,
role of
okay, let's
theirs.
go.
I'm so sorry
Kidnapping
to
issues.
say.
When they were
No,
all about
you
come
cannot-
on.
issues,
No, no, no.
and
You
now they are
cannot-
no.
It's
Now
not
the focus,
bogus.
no, why am I calling it that? Because you are
I
imposing
think it's not
UAP
bogus.
allegations
It's not
for
bogus.
someone for
It's not
opening a
bogus.
museum.
Linked to a jihadi is not bogus.
Ma'am, please let me
And-
speak.
and-
Ma'am,
and-
when I'm speaking, kindly don't interrupt.
No,
Don't
bogus,
interrupt when I'm
bogus
speaking.
is not
Don't
the right
interrupt.
word.
Let's go one
You
by
should
one.
not say
Let's
the
go one by
bogus.
one. Let's go
You
one
should
by
not.
one. Let's go
Not
one by
bogus
one.
is the right word.
Why is it? Why I said that word?
Bogus is not the right word.
No. Why I'm saying that
Obviously.
word? Yeah, because of the fact is that when the issue of main concern right now should be when milk in the state is 50 rupees, milk is coming at 67. When 40 rupees tomato is at 80 rupees. When inflation is at the highest.
See, these are
Now-
different
These are
issues.
different
No.
issues.
These are different issues.
They are trying to bring it. No, there is a connection with the direct this issue right
Let's
here.
talk about Miya
Okay.
Museum.
Okay, we
because
can
the Miya
say-
Museum,
we
another
can
thing
say-
she, yeah,
we can
another thing
say-
she raised was that the certain tools have been misappropriated. Now let me give an example. For tomorrow, Arunachal uses Dao as well within them. Nagaland also uses Dao as an instrument.
Arunachali and Nagaland people have not migrated from
No.
Bangladesh for a clear injury. They are the
Everybody
son
is a
of the soil.
migrant.
They are
Everybody
the
is a
son of
migrant
the
over
soil.
there.
Please
The
don't
thing
play
is,
game
please.
here.
No
They
one
are
is
the
playing
son
game.
of the soil
Ma'am,
here.
we
You
are all
know,
Assamese.
don't
We are
tell
proud Assamese.
anything that is
Ma'am, we are
Assamese
all
will be
proud.
visible.
No,
Anything
when you are
that is
trying to
Assamese
create a
will be
diversion
visible, but
between
not
Assamese
people
and
coming from
Bengali
outside,
Assamese,
from
you
Bangladesh
are
and will
creating a
come here.
diversion.
They will
You don't
migrate and
hold
come
India
here. They
as
will
one.
migrate
You
and come
don't
and
hold
tell
India
Assamese
as
thing
one.
to be error.
This is not a
Please
way.
be clear in your
Don't
conception.
shout, ma'am.
Please
We
be
don't-
clear
let's
in
go
your
one by one.
conception.
Let's go
Please
one
be
by
clear
one.
in the
Yes.
conception.
When I'm speaking,
Please
please
be
kindly
clear in your
Okay,
conception.
let me-
It's a debate. It's a debate. If you
No.
say wrong, people will be
No, it's
barging
not
in.
wrong.
I will
You
barge
cannot
in.
impose
You
yourself.
cannot
You
talk
cannot
about
impose
Naga and
yourself on
Arunachali.
me.
Okay,
You
please.
cannot
The
talk
whole
about
issue is-
Arunachali and
Now,
Naga. They are the son of the
now,
soil.
now,
The Arunachali is
how
and the
can you
Naga
say
are the
that?
son of the soil.
Okay.
The Miyas are not the son of the
Haven't
soil.
Bengali
They are
Muslims
not the
been
ethnic community.
Haven't
The
been
Miyas
one
are not the
Let's
son
go
of the
one by
soil.
one.
Arunachali,
Ratna
Naga, Mizo, all are the son of the
Ratna
soil
Singh-
of the northeast
Ratna
India.
Singh- Ratna
You cannot
Singh-
say they are
Okay,
not the
let's-
son of the
let's
soil.
calm
Do you
down.
know who got the
Miyas
permission
are not the son of
from
the
Air
soil.
Force in
Miyas
1967?
are not the son of the soil. Please be very clear, and
okay,
you are
okay,
making
let's-
Ma'am, who is
yourself
making
clear.
it? Ma'am,
in
what is the
front
definition of Miya?
You
What
are
is
making
the
it clear
definition of
yourself
Miya?
in front of the people
No
of
one
Assam.
recognizes
You are making
Miya.
yourself naked.
No,
Miya
no,
is
no,
not
no
the
one
son of the
does.
soil.
Okay,
They are
okay,
not
yes.
the ethnic
We are not
community.
making any points
Please
here.
accept it.
We are not making
How-
any
if
points
they
here.
are
It's simply
incorporating
noise.
themselves
It's
into
simply
Assamese
noise.
Miya
culture,
is
if they
not
want to
the
take the
ethnic
Jabi and
community.
the
Desi
Gamusa,
people,
how
the
can you
Desi
stop?
He has a
Musalman, the
point.
national
He has a
community.
point.
Yes, no, if they are trying to incorporate the Gamucha and the Japi within
With
themselves,
different- no,
their
no,
culture,
they are playing-
What is the
they are
issue?
playing with
Ma'am,
the
we
motives
should
of the
bring
Gamucha.
together people.
No,
Assimilation.
no, that is
Don't
not
divert
the way.
people.
They are
Don't
not
bring
the-
people away.
that
We
is
need to
not
bring
the
people
way.
together.
That is
That's
not
one.
the way.
Bring
You are
people
playing
together.
with the tradition.
That is
You are
Assam.
playing with
We
the
stand
culture.
for.
You
No,
are
ma'am.
changing the culture.
That is what Assam
You are
said.
changing
Bringing
the
people
name.
together.
You are
Not
changing the
separating.
culture.
Abhinay
You
Pandora.
cannot play a game with
Abhinay
Assam. You
Pandora.
cannot play a game with Assam. You are playing with the culture of Assam. You are changing the motives. You are changing the design. That is not the way. We have no complaint with the museum. We have no complaint with the Miya Museum.
Then
But
why
when
UAP
you're changing,
allegation?
You're
Why
changing. You're putting a
UAP?
different
Out
name.
of nowhere,
You're putting a
UAP.
different name to the culture and traditional things which are
What
representing
is the
that.
problem?
Don't do doing that.
Okay.
If
Okay.
Miya
Let's not say.
culture
Don't
and
do
that
it
something
that.
incorporated into Assamese society and Assamese
Incorporation
we
is
can
something
incorporate
different.
together.
Incorporation
No,
is different.
if we can assimilate,
Incorporation is
assimilation,
different.
assimilation
Incorporation
is
is
the word
different.
you
But
have
you're
to
changing it.
Ratna Singh,
You are changing
Ratna
it.
Singh, Ritam, the question is not here, as I said in the very beginning. The question is not about the museum. No one has been arrested
Yes.
for inaugurating the museum. The issue is something else. Abhinav Barbara, well, is politics taking over the main issue? End of the day, is politics taking over the main issue? What are we looking at?
Yes, if I am audible.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
are.
I'm
Go
audible.
on.
Yes.
Quickly.
Yeah, I'll come to your question, but just let me make one more point. And it is kind of funny because while the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons have been quarreling amongst themselves, I would like to raise an issue or bring to the notice of everyone in the panel. In Gwalpara district, in 2021, the people of the four constituencies returned the Congress party to power. In almost four constituencies, there are Congress MLAs. But if you have seen how the Congress has responded to the entire issue, they have actually been speaking in multiple voices. While this entire issue was inaugurated by one of its MLAs, Sherman Ali, this time around, the leader of the opposition is saying that the BJP has actually talked about some kind of a museum in its manifesto. Bhupen Bora is now saying that it's the handiwork of the RSS, blaming the RSS. One of the MLAs of Gwalpara West, I guess, he says that he opposes it. Now, I think all of these political parties, including the BJP and the AAP, they also have a responsibility of actually forcing the Congress to come clean on what they have to say, what is their stand on the question of whether the Congress treats the Miyas as a separate distinctive identity, or do they think that the Miyas are a part and parcel and they do not have a distinctive identity vis-a-vis the Assamese. This is because this is an area, the area that we are talking about is actually a strong ground of the Congress, and the party has gone to the people and the people have reposed their fate, and they have MLAs out there belonging to the Congress party. The people that we are talking about in that area have actually reposed their fate on the Congress. But what is the Congress's position on this? Number one. Number two, regarding the question whether it's a political question, this is exactly what I said in the beginning. This is a thoroughly political question. And if I look at it politically, I would say that what Ratna Singh is saying, it is not
Yeah,
incorrect.
but
And if what the
coming to it, one
opposition
positive point, Abhinav, here is that,
I
and
just
I'm
want to
happy
know
about
he's
it.
talking about me, what I have told, can I just, boy, it's not encouraging in what you're telling. Can you come again?
Yeah, what I said is that to Navarun's question, whether it's a political, it's actually a political issue. And like I said, it is the entire matter is a political issue, and the side that we would take is also a political issue. Like, and this is what I said in the beginning. What Mrs. Ratna Singh is saying, it flows from a line of thinking that actually could be traced back to the Assam agitation, or even or even to the independence struggle and the Congress Muslim League politics of that period, that refuses to actually look at the Miyas as a different cultural identity. On the other hand, what the opposition, including probably many of the opposition groups or civil society activists or even the Miya Porikhod is saying, is it basically flows from a line of thinking where these groups, through Miya poetry or a Miya museum, are trying to actually assert a certain kind of a cultural existence. So, like I said, both it is a political issue, and the side that we are taking is it is itself a
Do you see
political
this as a
stand.
natural process, or do you see this as a section of the leaders are saying a
No,
threat to Assam, or
no,
can we see
see,
this as a natural process?
whether
Ritam Singh here made a point that probably the same items being used by different people, it's a part of their culture too. That's what they're trying to show.
see, if the same items were actually being used, and hence they are all part, they're part, or they are part of the same social group. Maybe that is true because the same social group had actually given up their own language and had returned Assamese in the 1950s. So the BJP's position as well as the regional party's position on this issue actually flows from such a historical background. Now, is it natural? I think to answer that question, you'll have to go back to the history of this region itself, to go back to the kind of consensus that was evolved by the Assam agitation itself. I would not be right, or none of us would be actually right to actually say whether it's a right issue or a wrong issue. But it is
Absolutely,
a
we're coming
reality.
back. You know, it's going back to that. Yeah.
Let me just complete. But it is a reality that since the Assam agitation or prior to that, there is a section in Assam who believe that
Okay, we have lost a line there. Ratna Singh, quickly, your reaction. We're running out of time.
No, what I'm trying
they
to
are
tell.
a distinctive social group, and when they are asserting their separate presence, they feel that it is immigrants who are asserting it. While if you ask members of the Bengali Muslim community, they would again argue that look, we might be Bengali Muslim, but we are not necessarily illegal migrants, which would be the natural position that the AIDF would also take, that we are Bengali Muslim, but we are not illegal. So, like I said, this is how the region's politics has evolved, and both these groups are actually speaking from different points of view. And like I said, there is no right or wrong.
Point
Ratna
taken.
Singh is
Point
also
taken.
correct.
Ratna Singh, very quickly.
No, what
So
I want
is
to
the
tell is
lady.
that we are not opposing to forming a museum. Let's go by the definition of museum, which I started by that. And if it encompasses within the definition of a museum, आप museum बना लीजिए, आपत्ति नहीं है. लेकिन what I am trying to tell is assimilation. That is also I'm not against. If I have come from outside 50 years, 60 years, 70 years back, and I'm staying in Assam, and I have assimilated the Assamese culture, tradition, language, it's the greatness. Let's do it. Why? What's bad there? But now the thing is, since I have come here and I have assimilated myself here, the things which were used before my arrival to Assam, yes or no, which before my arrival to Assam, the things which were traditionally used by the Assamese people, I have taken a refuge here, I have been given the citizenship, so many things I have been given, okay, I'm enjoying it, but I'm also doing the assimilation. But the things which were belonging to the Assamese people, Assamese culture, I will put my own tag, my own name, and I will write that this belongs to me. Then it will be total namak harami with Assam, you know. This is not acceptable. Assimilation is good. What Ritam is trying to tell, appreciate that. We all are doing. We all are doing. Our forefathers and many people from Assam came from Kannauj or where they have come. And they have come to Assam, they assimilated, they have, you know, we have just mixed with the people, the culture and tradition. That doesn't mean that it gives me the right. Since I have got the citizenship, now I have the right to put the tag of whatever name I want on that nangal, on whatever things were used by the Assamese people. Please, that will be namak harami to the people, to the age-old culture and traditions. Please, I don't want that. Yes, museum is okay, assimilation is okay, but not...
Ritam Singh, Naseem Ahmed, one thing we have to agree when it comes to the issue of national security, perhaps we need to be more careful and responsible.
Yes, we do. But the issue over here is two accused have named, just named. There is no link being connection being deduced or any evidence been put forward. They just have said that two people have taken the name of. In lieu of that, a UAP allegation. Seriously, when Assam has the highest rate of crime against women in India,
No, see, that is
Assam
again,
has highest
yeah,
rate
that
of
is
murder
there.
against India,
That
does
is
our
there.
police need to be involved in such kind of issues of investigating whether a museum was
Right.
open with all the regulations and papers when it was found that the DC of Gwalpara had actually given permission to the museum, as said, and the papers are out right now in the social media. So the focus should be over there. And secondly, when we are talking about the whole idea of this partition of Bangladesh, these people chose to remain in India. They literally choose to remain over here. And the Indian constitution guarantees to protect their diversity, their cultural rights, and assimilate them within our culture. We believe in Vividhata mein ekta, unity in diversity. Diversity of our people is the uniqueness of our
I'll
nation
just take
together.
40 seconds, Ratna Singh, last 40 seconds.
ये बोल रहे हैं कि अनेकता में एकता, unity in diversity. We also agree to it, and I think Aam Aadmi Party will also agree to it. But there is nothing be bogus in all these things, and DC's involvement also you have talked about, and I think you should take into account all this. But the thing is, what I am appreciating and what I want to say, that if something, again the same thing comes, you know, no problem with the museum, but whatever is Assamese, please उसके साथ छेड़छाड़ मत करिए. जो असम का है, जो असम की संस्कृति का है, जो धरोहर है असम का, इस मिट्टी का है, उसके साथ छेड़छाड़ ना करें, वो उसका रहने दीजिए. आप यहाँ हैं, एसिमिलेशन कर गए, सब कुछ सही है, बट प्लीज असम का जो असमिया का है, वो उसको रहने दीजिए. और हर कोई मिलके अनेकता में एकता तो हम करना चाहेंगे, सब मिलके करे, मियाँ करे, असमिया करे, सब करे. पर असमिया असम और मिया नहीं हो सकता है. असमिया सिर्फ असमिया है और असम का जो भी
sum up this debate in such a short period of time. Thank you so much, gentlemen. and the lady here, and I'm sure we will definitely continue in the lines of unity and diversity despite all the odds.
Yes.
That's a wrap of Bottom
We are
Line.
proud of that. Thank you so much.